Hello, pet lovers. It's time for Marsie's Menagerie on 1480 WDJO. For the next hour, your host, pet care expert Marsie Hall Newbold, and her trusty basset hound Nosy will share the latest information to help you give your furry, feathery, and finny friends the happiest and healthiest lives possible. You're invited to call to ask questions of Marsie's guests. The number is 513-749-1480. Now, here's Marsie.
Greetings, heavy petting fans, and you're welcome. Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm excited. Can you tell? Marsie Nosy and her whole massive menagerie is welcoming renowned photographer Carol Losey with an emphasis on pet photography. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a bit of a poser myself. Last week, I am. I told artist John Ruthven I had trouble capturing my pets for posterity, and he suggested an invention called a camera. Now, Carol can help me. See, I can't get Fidgety Charlie to sit for me. We're both ADD. Charlie refuses to be photographed with me because he thinks it'll hurt his credibility. Nutso, my other shelter dog, won't allow himself to be photographed because he thinks the camera will steal his soul. My parakeet, Lamb, my only pet who can and will speak, refuses to say cheese because he prefers crackers. It's all too much. I thought that they were just camera shy. I'm starting to think that my sheltered dogs' previous owners were Frank Sinatra and Alec Baldwin because they both attacked the photographer when the camera came out. I know, because I was the photographer. Well, maybe if I use a zoom lens and wait in the car, eh? I'm also excited that Sheriff Jeff Kidwell in the house or the studio with Marsie. See, we go way back. First time we met was in a holding cell, or a green room, I call it. Actually, even before he was sheriff, Jeff and I shared a passion for pets and a love for poultry. We would both love to see Chicky a little longer. I know it sounds like animal cruelty or abuse, but it's a love and an admiration for Bob Shreve. See, Chicky's not real, but would bounce like one of my severance checks. But later, I got to say now, goodbye, heavy petters. I'm going to try and find a squeak toy to make my pets and me smile. And bye, Marsie. Thank you for letting me share with you of Marsie's Menagerie fame. Adios.
Bye-bye, Bob. Bye-bye, Bonds. Gotta go see a man about a record. If anybody has any questions for our guest, Carol Losey, the pet photographer, our studio lines are open now at 513-749-1480. Again, 513-749-1480. All right, Carol, tell me, what equipment should the home photographer have?
It sounds kind of trite, but really whatever you have available at the time. It can be a cell phone, it can be your point and shoot, it can be a professional grade 35 millimeter DSLR, but whatever you have is the best one to use. Just the only thing I'm going to tell you is know how to use it. So when you get a new camera, like if you're going to get one for Christmas, get out the instruction manual, go through it, and play around with your camera.
Actually read the directions.
Read the directions.
Oh,
and,
man. That's no fun.
I know, but it really will help you get better quality photographs.
So how are we misusing the equipment we already have? What are the most common mistakes?
For pet photography especially, it's using your flash with your pets. Don't use your flash because then you will get the red eye or green eye or zombie eye that your glowing eyes that your pet will have.
Oh, yeah, and the red eye, a thing on my computer program where I crop photos and can enhance them, it doesn't do anything for that.
It does a little bit, but it won't completely take it out. So just don't. Are in a low light situation and then you want to get by a window where there's a lot of natural light. Move furniture if you have to, and set your pet in front of the window so you get some beautiful light on your pet.
Oh, well, we have Susan on the line. Hello, Susan?
Hi, Marcie.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking my call.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cincinnati.
Oh, well, what's your question?
I have a question for Carol. Carol, I have 3 dogs and a cat. How do I get them to sit still for a Christmas card picture?
3 dogs and a cat are going to be tricky, especially if they have their own little cliques. If two of the dogs are friends and the other dog is more friends with the cat, what I really would recommend doing is chunk out the pictures. So take a picture of the buddies. So if two of the dogs are buddies, take a picture of those two. If the cat really is kind of aloof and by itself, take a picture of just the cat, and then take a picture of just your third dog. And then there are great programs you can get online. One of them is PicMonkey, PICMONKEY. It's a free app for your computer. You don't want to use it on your phone. You want to use it on your computer. Mm-hmm. And you can make a collage and put all three pictures together in a collage, and then you could send that to whoever you're having make your Christmas card. Oh. And then you have all your pets in a Christmas card, but you don't have the trauma and stress of trying to get them all together when it really might not be the best idea for everybody.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I definitely like that, because thank you for calling. I really like that idea, because it is so hard sometimes to even just pick which photo you're going to use to send to people for a holiday card out of all of the pictures that you take. So what makes for a good, how to frame a shot? That's what I'm always trying to figure out is, should I get the whole dog in? Should I get the tail and the nose? Or if I cut off the tail, does that mean that the photo's no good?
It's really personal preference. I think it's always best to get in as close to your dog as possible, or your pet, cat or guinea pig or whatever have you. If your dog or cat does not like to have you in their face, or they don't like the camera in their face, and some pets are kind of nervous when they see a camera coming at them, use the telephoto function of your cell phone, your point and shoot, or invest in a telephoto lens for your DSLR.
So try to be a little sneaky about it.
Exactly. You could be the paparazzi.
Well, we have another call. We have Todd. Hello, Todd.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
Are you staying warm and dry?
Yes, I am.
What part of town are you in?
Calling from Loveland.
Oh, hi. Hello, Loveland.
Hello.
So you have a question for Carol?
How we have a lemon beagle that is just absolutely camera shy and will just avoid anything. How do I go about getting that perfect shot?
Is your beagle very active, or is it more of a dog that just kind of likes to chill and lay around?
Chill and lay around.
I think a very sweet photo is a picture of your pet sleeping or laying on the couch or even laying on the bed. It captures your pet as you know it, and then you don't have the stress of trying to get your dog to do something it really doesn't want to do.
But how about the noisemakers? Would that help with the dog?
Absolutely.
With that problem?
You can use the noisemakers for the dog to look at the camera.
Why don't you give Todd a little sample of?
All right, Todd, watch out. Okay, this is my crow call, and this is the one that usually gets them going the best. It also kind of sounds like when you fill up a balloon and you let the air out, you can kind of make it have that sound. If some animals get overstimulated by these noises, by the loud noises, or they get scared. So I also have.
I saw Kevin here on the board. He sat up straight.
I also have a dove call, which is a softer sound, and for the dogs that might get nervous or scared by the loud crow call, that might be best.
What else do you have there? Not that I'm nosy.
No, of course not. This is a deer call. I never knew deer made that kind of noise, but apparently they do.
Nosy is in here, and she is just going through all sorts of gyrations.
And then this is my mallard call.
Hey, like Duck Dynasty.
Yep, exactly. And then this is a rabbit.
I have never heard a rabbit make that kind of noise.
I know, and I'm probably not making them correctly for...
How hard did they have to squeeze the rabbit to get it to make that sound? Oh, and also, tell me, where do you get a call like this?
I get most of mine from Amazon.com in their sporting goods, their hunting and fishing section, and you just Google up the animal calls or deer calls or bird calls.
Well, did that answer your question, Todd?
Yes, very much.
Well,
thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thanks,
calling
Todd.
in. You're listening to Marsie's Menagerie on 1480 WDJO.
In every family is Thanksgiving.
You know what she did all those calls?
With their clan.
Lucy just laid there asleep. Didn't
I
move.
know.
I know you were making it up by saying.
I was making it up. Now listen, we're gonna
Rusty's has a fabulous meal for you. A 19
found a great place there.
we're gonna have you ask a question. I'm going to
We woke her up. Oh well.
we've got this question here. The first caller to answer this question. The question is: Deputy Dog is a Terry Toons cartoon character from a series that first ran. Now listen, Kevin, you gotta listen. On TV in 1962, who was the voice of Deputy Dog? Dayton Allen.
Only a few minutes from Kenwood, Blue Ash, and Montgomery.
Who's on Howdy Doody show?
that?
I remember him from Howdy Doody.
The person who calls in.
I see. Okay.
You're not going to answer it because
No, I never watched it that much, I don't think.
Hey guys, if you're into fantasy football, you'll want to hear this. These new one-week fantasy football leagues at FanDuel.com are the hottest thing.
You're going to be on in the fourth.
You play in one-week fantasy football leagues for real.
No, we're going to come back.
Immediate
We're going to come
cash
back with you,
payouts,
and then
with
we'll
no
know.
season-long commitment. You only play when you want. And get this. There's a 35-year-old guy in Detroit named Chris Prince, and he's won over $492,000 playing at FanDuel.
And that way, when we come back
He's
to you,
not
we're going
alone.
to talk about
Over
your
108,000
outreach
people
and
have already
rescue.
won money playing in these one-week fantasy leagues at FanDuel.com.
So you guys will probably be
FanDuel's
talking
so
at
big
the same
that they're paying
time.
out
You need to
$135
see-
million in winnings this year. I want you to get over there now because FanDuel is giving you up to $200 free.
Here, we've
That's
got a
right.
bench
For every
here.
dollar you
Look,
deposit,
Jerry,
FanDuel
we
Yeah,
bring that
sure.
in for
$200.
Lou has a question.
Thank you. That was
Carol.
excellent.
She would like to know how to
Click the
incorporate
microphone in the
kids
upper
in
right
the
corner.
pictures.
Use promo code 19.
All right, well, let's answer that. Let's answer that.
FanDuel.com, promo code 19.
Or no, wait a minute. That's your wife, isn't it?
Ultimate Air Shuttle. I have exciting news to share.
That's Kevin's
Ultimate Air
wife?
Shuttle is
No.
expanding.
Lou was
Now you can
actually
fly
my friend.
nonstop
Oh,
to
okay.
New York
All right.
City
Well, we'll
from
talk to
Logan
Lou.
Airport or CBG Airport. Our customers will receive the same VIP flight experience, including fast and hassle-free check-in, free parking, and no baggage fees. Also, free ground transportation between the two
Now,
airports.
whenever you want to
Experience
use
VIP
it,
air
I've
travel
still
to
got
New York City,
that
Chicago, and
moments.
Charlotte.
That's
Visit
that's
ultimateairshuttle.com.
about 4 minutes and 17
You're going to
seconds.
get a picture afterwards, aren't you, with the guests?
Bills adding up.
Let's go.
Bring in your
Honey, give me the camera.
Let's come in with that, I think.
Walk out with cash fast.
I'll take some.
Franklin Street.
You know what I mean? And then that way.
Oh, you want to take some now?
No.
Well, somebody calls in.
No, you're not going to talk to somebody when they call in. He's going to talk to them.
Okay, very good.
Did you get the name of the answer to the question?
Yes.
Dayton Allen.
Stop by today for a free
Let's go.
appraisal.
We're going to come in with Lou.
10855 Reading Road in Sharonville. 554-0851. That's 554-0851.